Well, you see. I woke up this morning and my cat was sitting there and it was staring at me.
And?
And I got up and I was like, "Cat, what do you want?" And then it ran away. So I went outside and I was looking, just looking, and I looked up at the sky and I was like, the sky is blue. And I looked at the grass and I was like, the grass is green. So I went to my mom and I was like, "Mom, why is the sky blue and the grass green?" And then she turned into a penguin. So I was like, okay, I understand now. So I got out and got dressed and went to this person's house and they wouldn't give me the ball. They would not give me the ball back. All I wanted was the ball, but they held the ball the whole time and I didn't know why they were doing this to me. Cuz all I wanted to do was have the ball for once. So I was so annoyed that I threw an apple at him and he dropped the ball. He dropped it. And I finally had the ball. So I ran away with the ball and went over to my friend Charlie's house. I went and knocked on her door and she didn't answer. So I climbed through her window and realized that her house was really big. It was like huge. Like I was like, I've never realized how big Charlie's house was. So I went in and I started smelling all of her perfume. Cause I just thought, why not? I'm here. So I went around her house and I realized, wait, I'm supposed to be here in like 2 hours, but I'm already here. Where's Charlie? So I left and I went down to the park and I saw this person. And this person was really tall and he came up to me and just smiled at me and I was like, "What do you want?" And then he looked down at me and slapped me with a fish. I was like, "Dude, now I'm gonna smell like fish." And he's like, "There's a reason." And then he walked away. So I was I was confused. I didn't know what to do. So I called up some random number that popped up on my phone, and I was like, "Dude, I just got slapped by a fish." And then the person, they wouldn't talk back to me because who knows. So I threw my phone. I don't know why I threw it, and then I went looking for it, and I saw this duck,
Hayley, you're late.
and it just sat there and it was staring at me like it's a cat. Like, why are all these animals staring at me?
Hayley, you're late.
Then it said, "Hayley, you are late.
Hayley,
You need to get your butt going." I was like, "Oh, okay." I guess I am late. And I went back up to Charlie's house and went back through her window and sat on her couch and waited for her to come home. And I guess I wasn't supposed to be at her house. I was supposed to be somewhere else. And I finally found her. So I was sitting there for like 2 minutes and I decided, well, maybe I'm not late then. So I climbed back out the window and went up to the shop. And I called Charlie's name. And I heard her answer and I found her in the storage room. And she said, "Hayley, why are you late?" And I said, "Well, you see."